It's a snow day, you guys. And if you got nothing else going on, you're sitting and playing some games or watching some TV or something, I got a better idea. You could come hang out with me for 25, 30 minutes because it is Windwellness workout time! That's what time it is, baby. Happy 7:47 p.m. in the evening. Hope you're doing great. What's up? So today, we're rocking the arms. Let's get some anchor arms going. I'm not talking the fake kind on SpongeBob where they're just blown up with air. I'm talking the real strong kind. So let's get through the moves. Get ready to go before I have even more fun and forget we're supposed to work out. What up, Yaz? How you doing, girl? Good to see you on here. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So first up, remember your gloves, as I always say, and mine are over here, so I'm glad I said that. That's one. So you guys are reminding me over here. Two, we're going to get this up a little bit. And three, here's what you're doing for arms. Hit it hard. You damn right, girl. Every day you know we hit it hard out here. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Nadia? How you doing? What's going on? Sure, I'll see you in a couple days. All right. So, first up, we are going to do curl 21s. So we're going to get 10 seconds in between each round today. That's how we're going to rock it. Basically, we're going straight through, therefore, right? Implicitly. Those 10 seconds are just if you need to adjust the weight to take some out to make your form stay strong, right, throughout these exercises. So please keep that in mind. And I want you to push yourself, but I also don't want you to hesitate to take weight out if you start to use your back or whatever you're doing. That's not good form, right? We never sacrifice form for a rep, and that's rule number one. First up are curl 21. So you're going to curl full. You know what? We're actually going to do the bottom first. So we'll go from straight arm to mid. 7 times. We're going to get to the mid, go mid to top 7 times. Then we're going to go all the way, full curls 7 times, all right? Hence 21s, right? I wish we could turn them into 22s, but we'd have to do some decimals and it wouldn't work out. So 21s is what you got. We'll do that with regular curls. 22 is my lucky number. We'll do that with regular curls. And then we will flip it over and do it reverse grip right after. Then we'll pick it up in our supinated curl again. And we'll bring it up halfway. I don't need the backpack to show you. We're going to bring it up here and hold it. All right. At about 90 degrees. Right. And at a point of tension, of course. Right. Never hold it down there or up here. Right? Use your head. We'll do the whole third, and then next up, I had hammer curls on there, right? So for hammer curls, I prefer not to grip the hook. It's an awkward position for the hand. So I think grabbing the strap is best because it kind of folds over your hand when you're doing that hammer curl, right? So again, I'm in neutral grip like this. So this was our supinated grip for the first one. That's our reverse grip, right? And this is our hammer or neutral grip. You would hold a hammer like that, so it makes sense. So there's your hammer grip. We'll do a regular set of curls. That's 4 moves for the biceps. Everything's unilateral. We're going back and forth, side to side, right, each round. So we'll have 8 moves total per arm. We're doing it different today because no 2 days of Wend Wellness are exactly the same, albeit there are certain staples. And to show that for today, we're doing 4 straight behind the head. Extension, tricep extension, all right? And again, I'll pull this up more so you can see the full range of motion, but you get the picture. Mikey Plucino, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, man? Thanks for hopping on here. It's a snow day, so do these, all right? You might have fun. What up, Sarah? Thanks for tuning in, girl. All right. And that's the workout. So what do you think about that? You got 4 bicep moves. You got 4 tricep moves. We'll repeat it for the other arm. That's 1 round. You've got 5 rounds, 15 seconds a move for 16 moves, right? 8 and 8. And then we're donezo, baby. So again, you're going to get 10 seconds in between each round to kind of take some weight out. That's right, Nadia. Let's do it. All right, all right. And you got about 1 minute. We'll kick it off here. 50 seconds. Remember to get your gloves if your hands get ripped on the type of backpack you have, right? I'm going to tuck in my sweatshirt and put my gloves on like every normal person would do. If you walk around with your sweatshirt tucked in, you got issues, all right? But if you're doing well, Mamas, and you got it tucked in, hey, it's all right. You're not going anywhere, right? I have too much fun with these. After, we're doing a talk about some good principles, how life relates to chess, and how doing moves you know are good, not that could be good, especially when you're playing a game as variable as life. And you're starting with 7 from the bottom, halfway. Seven half the top. And 7 full. Flip that grip. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half the top. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Behind the head extensions. So those each take 2 rounds. So all we're going to do are our 21 supinated and reverse grip for biceps today. And if you can't see exactly what's going on here, here's what we got. Where's the elbow pointed? Forward. Not out here. Forward. Localizing the stress to the triceps. Right? You can do it on one knee like this, or we're standing up. Keep going. I believe that's 2. We got 4. So something with this, you can do about 30 reps of these. That's the weight. 1 more. And you're curling. Supinated other arm, 0 to halfway. I should say 180 degrees to halfway. Good job, you guys. Half to the top. Do these quick. 7 full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect timing. 7. Flip it to the middle. 5, 6, 7. Half the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick it up. Put it behind that head. And I'll come on down. So we're hanging out. Good job. You're almost done with your first circuit already. That'll make us 20% of the way there. Just like that. 2 more rounds of it. 2 more 15-second sets of this. Excuse me. And you're in your second round. We'll start with that other arm, 21s. Keep going. All right, one down. Well done, people. Start with that other arm naturally. And you're curling. 0 to halfway. 7 times. 6, 7. Half the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flip that grip. 0 to halfway. Reverse grip. Half the top. 5, 6, 7. Full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up over your head. Extensions. Oh. Feeling the burn already, depending on how much weight you got in there. Yeah, of course. Keep going. Two more. One more. Give me 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 0 to halfway. Half the top. All the way. Full rep. 3, 4, 5, 7. Flip, reverse. Reverse, 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 reverse. Let's go, baby. 4, 5, 6, 7. Half the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up. Tricep extension. Keep going. Two more. Last one. Oh my God. Tuck this puppy back up. And you're in your curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple for good luck. And you're flipping the grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up. Behind your head. 1, 3, 4. Keep going. Listen. Two more. One more. Curls. Other side. 2, 3. Halfway done with your workout, just like that. 2, 4, 6, 7. Full. Couple for good luck, right? Never hurt anyone. 2, 3. With the grip switched, of course. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up. Nice job, guys. Continue. Do not stop pushing no matter what. Keep going, you guys. Nice job. You're almost done with your third circuit. You're killing it. Don't give up. Last one. Oh my God. Oh. And you're curling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Full. Keep going. 7 turned into 12 there. Ready? 1, 3, 5, 7. 1. 7 full. Let's go, other arm curls, then we'll do the other arm again, because there's only 2 left. We'll do the same thing for tries. Seven full. By 7, I mean 12. Because that's what we did the other arm. Flip it. Halfway to the top. Seven full. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other arm, regular curls. 1 to halfway. 4, 5, 6, 7. Half the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Keep going. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is our magic number. Other grip here, same arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 4, 7. Full. Pass it off smoothly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 full. Halfway there. Switch the grip. Seven full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all triceps this time, people. Last round. We're doing behind the head extension, switching back and forth. 4 at a time. Let's go. Your biceps should be fired up. And your triceps have had plenty of rest, so they should be moving. Other side. Good job. Keep going. One more. And fourth set's always the toughest. Other side. One more time through each side and your workout's over, people. Good job. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other arm. 3/4 of the way done with your last circuit. You're very close. Keep going. A minute left. 45 seconds. We're going to do a 30-second workout together today. What would you say? You'd say easy, easy, easy. Easy money. Easy money. No matter how tired, it's easy. When there's only 15 seconds. Ah. 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 That was, yeah, it's good. That's really good. I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. And we got Natty Girl here.
Snow day, guys.
Happy snow day.
Happy snow day.
You got the Wend Wellness OG right
I'm
here.
not participating today, but I'm about to go do some planks.
Well, you came just in time if you're not participating. We just finished, so very good.
Awesome, I know. I heard that you were done struggling.
So perfect.
The circuits were done.
You're like, because he's done struggling, we're going in. Yeah. This is J-Mo.
Also came to say
Yeah,
hi.
he came to say hi. So, without further ado, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Could you get J-Mo over there, please? So,
J-Mo, look what I got. Come on. Come on, you little idiot. Go, this way.
our principle today is doing things we know are good, as opposed to things that could be good, is how it was written and how it's meant, right? However you want to word that. There are so many times in life where we're in a situation and we say to ourselves, you know, if I were to go this route, if I were to go that route, if I were to do this, that, making crucial decisions that we don't know are as crucial as they really are. That could be good, because from there I could go here, I could do this, I could do that. But aren't there things you know are certainly good? Whether you know the rest of your schedule that day, don't you know you have to go to work? That's a simple, so you just go. Okay, well that's when your work's cut out for you, and that's different because there's not much of a decision to make. It's kind of just a responsibility at that point. But you have a day off. You have a day off and you don't know what to do. You know you want to be in better shape. They'll go to the gym, you know there. There's where you can start. One thing you know for sure is good. Ant, what's up, my brother? I'll be seeing you in a little bit when you come through. What up? Envy Dilla, how you doing? And Bracco, nice to see you guys on here. All right, so let's get this chessboard out, and we'll show an example of this in chess. Or a few examples. All right. Let's get our nice chess table out here and have some fun together. It's the most fun part of the whole workout, you know? We're all excited. We all can't wait. I love you guys. Let's have fun. All right, bring it on in. Bring it on in. Oh, shit, I can't see anything anymore, but a whole new world. Dazzling chessboard you never knew. Here we go. You should be able to see there, right? So I have to tilt this. Moving this is easier than moving that, to be honest with you. All right. This should do, huh? It's gonna have to. All right. So, when we talk about doing things we know are good, it's necessary to have the premises that we've given in our previous short chess discussions, if you will, about positional things, putting pressure on the center, developing all your pieces, not wasting the potential of any single piece, things like that. All right, are important to understand if you're gonna know what's definitely a good move, right? Because I don't even know anything about chess, Shane. I don't know what's a good move. Well, even just those simple basic principles can bring us the process of elimination working backwards, and we can come up with a good move. One that we know is right, at least at the time, and that will probably bode well. And so if we start with the normal game here, let's take a simple, here we go. This is a great thing. From the first move, what do you know you want to do early on? And again, we'll relate this to life, but what do you know you want to do early on in your game? Okay? And again, it's not about chess, it's how it relates to strategic principles in general that it makes evident on the board, right? Through the proof here. So, you know it's a good idea to develop these two pieces and castle early, because most of the time you want to castle kingside, right? Or sure, it generally bodes well to castle on this side as opposed to queenside. But regardless, you will castle queenside sometimes, and that's just fine. It just leaves your king a bit more exposed temporarily, right? And you might waste a move moving it over to B1 like we've talked about, right? This square, because it'll be here. So, if you don't know the coordinates, watch our last video. So, or just look them up quick. Having said that, we know it's good to put pressure on the center as well, these central four squares. So we want to develop our pieces, we want to castle quickly, put pressure on the center, increase the potential of all our other pieces behind the move we just made. So what are some no-brainer moves? Well, this is a no-brainer first move. It puts pressure on the center, at least one square. It opens space for this F1 bishop, for this queen on D1, right, on this diagonal coming out here. And it even increases the potential of the knight slightly, giving it another available square at E2 for later if it wants to go there. Right, because you don't know where the game's going to take you. So you do moves you know will probably put you in a good position, because you can't predict exactly how this game's going to end. Too many variables. And so that's one move you know is good. For similar reasons, queen pawn up 2, D4, right? So when you say just a coordinate, when you just say D4, implicitly it means a pawn is moving. So if you ever say like F3, E5, if you ever just hear the coordinate, it means they moved the pawn, okay? Otherwise, like a move like this, you would say knight F3. You have to specify what's going there on F3. And so that leads us to the discussion of this knight move. 2, like we said, F3. You know that's a good move. It puts pressure on 2 central squares. Later you're going to move your G or your E pawn, right? Either this one or this one, right? To make space for this bishop on F1 to get in the game and hence give us a chance to castle early. A lot of reasons that move is good, and it's called the ready opening when you move this knight first in general to F3. And again, the names aren't important, right? It's the principles. So let's evolve a little bit into a standard game, right? We'll kind of just get into a normal little position. And we come in a position like this for white. So what do we know is good? What do we know is going to happen here? Oh, well, maybe if I put my knight here and then push this pawn, he takes, I take, he takes, I get the knight here, I'm attacking this, well, then he could... There's a lot of maybes. Maybe if I start to push this and attack on this side and get this bishop here, everything over here, right? That could be good. Could is the key word. Oh, well, you know, this is an available deep square for my knight, you know, and maybe it'll pay off to have it down on one. Could, but you already moved that. You already moved this. What do we know is a good thing to do? We know we want a castle. You know you want a castle. You know it's also good to develop this bishop if you're going to castle. It goes with that plan because you got to get it out of here so you can have no pieces between them to castle, right? Like we've talked about. So let's be simple. Are we going to move this pawn and put it out here? Well, we know we couldn't go here because this bishop would take it, right? So if this were our option at g3 pawn, you're planning to what's called fianchetto the bishop here on g2. Could that be good? Could. But why even question the simplicity of this decision? It is so... I mean, there could be many variations here that are good. You could play a Queen's Indian game here. You could play... It's usually called Indian when something's fianchettoed like this. I just like to explain what I'm saying so you guys don't think I'm just like spitting random crap. So, we know we want to move this bishop pretty logically, right? You could move other pieces. I'm not saying you can't, and you could play great games with them. You could even take this pawn first and then move a piece or something. But what do we know is good? We know this bishop could come 1, 2, not 3. D5 pawn will take it. 4, not out here, right? On A6 because the B7 pawn could take it. So if this is gone, we have 1, 2, 3 choices for this bishop. Process of elimination, we work backwards to say we definitively know something is probably at least good. Because you can't be sure. You can never be sure. But we can be pretty damn sure. So what about this? Okay, what if he just comes down now with a simple move like this with his pawn? Now you got to move it again. Can't go anywhere in this diagonal, so it was valueless to put it on that diagonal covering. You can't go back anywhere because you got to go right back here. Doesn't make sense. So if your plan, if you want your bishop here, what has to be done first? You have to take this first. Black will play something natural like this probably. The knight's protecting it, so this knight can't take it, obviously, right? And it discovers the bishop to attack this and take it back. And there's no good way for you to hold on to it without putting your pieces out of position with a move like this. You don't want your knight on the rim. Knight on the rim is dim, as they say. The expression goes so because half of its potential is cut off. So knight on the rim generally is dim. Right? So my point is when you took this as white, you did it to get this here. But now this pawn's here, so you still can't go here because he'll fork it next move. Fork means they're attacking two pieces at once and they're protected by another piece you can't take, right? So boy, well, you might be looking at home saying, well, if he takes this, my knight is on this and my queen, but his knight and his queen are on it. So you can't take it. You lose out the trade. Knight takes, queen takes, queen takes. You can't, it doesn't work. You'd lose a knight for a pawn because you're not going to lose your queen after that. And so the point is when we talk about a simple position like this, maybe that has ruled bishop to d3 out for us in thinking just purely logically what makes sense in the next move or two to come. You don't have to be a grandmaster to see that, right? And so now we have two choices. We have e2 and we have b5, right? Pinning the knight. Now that could be good. So what about b5? This seems a little passive e2, some of you might be thinking. And honestly, I don't see too much wrong with it. But if you like b5, right? It's a more, it's a sexier looking move, right? It's more fun. It's more seems more active, right? Pinning the knight to the king, preparing moves like this, right? With the knight pinned, now it can't take. Maybe you could cause some problems. So that could be good. All right, what if he unpins it? Okay, well, now if you take it, he could just take with the bishop. So I do want to say, you know, what would be wrong for black allowing him to just take this? Well, the black would double their pawns to take it back, and doubled pawns generally are not good. They can't support each other well when they're stacked like that. You want them in nice chains like this, you know, or like this. Well, not doubled like that, but you don't want it doubled. And you especially don't want them doubled when they're an island, when there's no pawns on either side. They're very weak later, and they're just about useless most of the time. So, having said that, if black sees this pin, what's a reasonable thing to assume that black could do to react to this if you are white? You could see it unpinned. You could see the queen come out and protect it, right? You could see the queen come here on c7. So there's a lot of moves, right? Maybe black doesn't mind doubling the pawns and wants to trade for the bishop and encourages you to take it. So now you have to ask yourself a question. Do I want to trade this bishop early? Bishops are worth the same as knights. They're both worth 3 points. So pawns are 1 point. Knights and bishops are 3 points. Rooks, your castle, your rooks, they're 5, right? And like I said, the horse and the bishop, or the knight and the bishop, are each 3. Pawn is 1. The queen is 9. The king holds no point value because you just try to not get it checkmated, right? That's the goal. So, to keep in mind, the fact that it is an even trade does come with a caveat, right? So, later in the game, bishops generally are better than knights. It is seen as such, and I don't totally agree with this, but I do agree with it in the sense that it is usually explained. It's for the reason that the board is more open at the end of the game, and with long open diagonals, you want pieces that can strike from distance, like your bishop, right? The knight is better early in a cluttered board because it's the only piece that can hop over pieces. So it is generally advantageous to develop your knights early. And therefore, it's generally advantageous to hold on to your bishops till later in the game. So if you're thinking that if black can force you into a trade in some way, right, do you necessarily want to trade the bishop? You're probably going to trade it soon if you're moving it here. So if you're the type of player that likes to hold on to it, you just eliminated every move about except for bishop to e2. Bishop to e2. You see? And so that's just an example of a way to, by process of elimination, by deduction, by doing something you know is good by your own principles. And again, we all look at the chessboard in a different way. But by abiding to what principles you know are true for certain and that you believe in, you can make a move you know is good. And this would be one of them if somebody were to think in that fashion. Right? At least somewhat like that. Right? And so if you look at black here, not to talk about it too further because it's for the principle more than the chess, but black says, okay, well, let's see. Am I going to castle over here? Well, it's blown open because I played c5 early, right? So, no, probably not. My king will be on an open file after this gets moved, right? Or taken or traded. It'll be open. No. We want the king safe, tucked away, nice into bed for later, right? So nothing bad happens. Well, white could take this pawn. Does it really matter? I could just push this up too after if I'm black because this will be here, right? And he can't take with the knight because my knight's on it, like we said. So, is that really a problem? Probably not. Right? Unless white could hold on to it and cause problems, but it doesn't seem like much of an issue. It's a gambit. And guys, what is it? It's the queen's gambit, right? When it's the C and D pawns up two like that, and one's being offered to be taken for free, queen's gambit. So, there you go. Now you know what the show actually means. So, and this is it from black. Usually, you would see it from white. So it's called like Queen's Gambit reversed or response or something, whatever, to word it so that it's appropriate to show black did it. So you could either put this pawn up to get this bishop involved so you can castle, because you know you're castling kingside. But if you put this pawn up, what's our problem? It blocks our bishop in here. So if you know you're going to play e6 the next move, what's a decent idea here? Maybe get this bishop past it first and put pressure on a center square. How about that? And make him pay for not putting his bishop on d3, him being white. Make him pay for not having it here. I'll take that space just fine, thank you very much, I'm black. Right? So now doing that, you can put this pawn up behind it. Now you have not obstructed the bishop, and you're able to get this bishop in the game. You could have another type of plan. You could have so many plans, you guys, and I want you to realize, like, you can have so many different types of good moves, right? But it's where you know you're going from it. Where you know you're going from there. That's important. You have to stick with the plan, and you do a move you know is good in your plan. So it all depends on what your plan is. Your plan could be to go here, and then to bring the bishop here or here. I generally like to bring him, you know, on this this G7 or B7 or B2 or G2, because it shoots across two central squares later, and that's good. Right? Just generally bodes well. And so you could have that plan to do those two moves and castle kingside with a beautiful setup of what's pretty much the King's Indian defense, right? Founded by, I believe, Bobby Fischer. So we got options, right? But if you know you want this bishop involved, and you know you want to castle over here, and you know you're going to put this pawn up 1 and not 2, because it'll get taken, then what is wrong with this? Or even pinning the knight. But you're pinning it to a bishop that's already here. You're not pinning it really to anything. If you take, he'll just take with the bishop. Now, if this bishop was here, it'd be good to pin it maybe, because you can't move because you'll take the queen. But when it's here already, you're not doing yourself much good. This is a better square, it seems. Huh? Hey, you can put it out here, but why does that not make sense? Well, you could have just done that after this pawn was here, so what's the difference? Doesn't go with the plan. So if your plan is to move it out first, you would go there. White can quickly say, I know it's a good idea to castle. That's my plan anyway. I know that's good. I just know it, right? I don't have anything else I need to take care of immediately. And then black can continue with their plan, you see? And so that's our principle of the day. Do a move you know is good, not one that could be good. You know what's good based on your plan and all of the encompassing principles you believe in and how it can become successful, right? So very good. I had a lot of fun. Thank you. That was great. Our chess talk was a little longer than usual, but I was just getting so into it, having a great time. Can't even know myself, you know. So I hope you guys got something out of it. Any more requests, please message me about chess. I've been having chess requests. I've been having a lot lately. So, you know, I'll try to get all you guys in and, you know, kind of cater to everyone, especially people that are doing these all the time and following us and with us on this journey, right? Love and respect. So keep it rolling if you're doing it. If you're not, get it kicking, all right? Get started. Never too late. Thank you very much. Had a great time tonight. Tomorrow's hit. We'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your night, people. Happy today.